Hello and welcome to Medi's Tech Circle. In today's video I want to show you how you can make the edge of your Galaxy device useful. So let's get started. So yeah, whether you have a Galaxy S7 Edge, an S6 Edge, an S8 or a Galaxy S9 or Note 8 which has the Edge on your phone and of course the software for the Edge. So for example the Edge panel. So in today's video I want to show you how you can make the Edge really useful. So as you may notice when you started your Galaxy phone that you will have this small handle. So you will notice that when you touch it and you pull it that it vibrates and it shows you the Edge panel. So of course there are a lot of different Edge panel you can choose from. So the first thing you want to do to choose some Edge panel, you want to have this plate here. You click on this small gear icon. And this brings you to the Edge panels option. So here you can change every basic setting. So you can, for example, turn off the people edge, you have the device maintenance edge, the quick tools, the weather, a calculator panel. This is a downloaded Edge panel, but I will talk about later so that you can download some Edge panels. And of course here you can enable and disable them. And here you have the download button. So in the Galaxy Apps Store, here you will find a lot of different Edge panels for different situations and apps. There are also a lot of free Edge panels here you can check out. There are also top paid Edge panels. So if you want to spend some money for an exclusive or paid one, you can do that here too. So let's go back to the settings option. So the main Edge panel is the Apps Edge, and that's really useful if you customize it. So in the default settings you get apps like the gallery, the phone dialer, the contact apps and the calculator and much more. So I think in my opinion that's not really useful. So I would really suggest to remove every app which is in the Apps Edge panel here, and then to add all the apps you want to have there, because if you choose them yourself you will notice that you will just put some apps there which you really use a lot. So also you can make folders here, and that's really easy. So you pick an app, for example Netflix, and then you want to have the video app or another video player in it in a folder here on the Apps Edge. So you search for the video app that's listed in an alphabetical order, and here we have the video app. You drag it and then you release it over the other app, and then you have a folder. So you can enter here the folder name. You can also change the color of the folder, and yeah, so you can organize also folders for the Edge panel. And of course, by tapping on this, you can remove the app which you have put in the Apps Edge panel. So the next panel is the device maintenance panel. So I will show it to you, and the device maintenance panel will give you an overview of your device status. So if you are using, for example, the Smart Manager or device maintenance, you can check over the Edge panel your status. So how long will your battery last? If you have enabled a performance mode, you can jump to the memory settings and clear up some RAM, or you can also fix everything with one tap here. And of course you see your status. So I have, for example, rate 83 from 100 and so on. So this is really useful with the quick tools panel. So here you get a control for your flashlight, so you have different levels here. You can also enable an SOS mode, so it will flash in the Morse code of SOS. You will have also a compass and a lineal, or I don't know what it's called in English, sorry. But of course, you can measure also things with your edge panel. You can change it from centimeters to inches. So that's also really useful. You have your weather edge. This is a edge panel which I have downloaded from the Galaxy apps. And this is really useful. So you have a small calculator over there, and it will also save the results here. You can also copy it to the clipboard and also clear the history if you want. So this is a really useful edge panel there. Then I have also downloaded one for the data usage. So I will see how many data I have used, for example, since March 6. So this is also really handy if you have a limited data plan. Then you can check here over there how many data you have used. And here we are back to the apps edge. So another thing I want to show you is that you can reorder also the app edge panels. So you can hold them and then you can easily rearrange them. So if you want to have the device maintenance to be at the first place over the apps edge, you can do that easily by dragging the edge panels here. So how you prefer it. So that's also something you can check out. So the next thing, or my next tip, is so that you will have this handle here. And maybe some of you are bothered because this handle doesn't look that good, or you just want to have both edges really clean without any handle. Also when you are playing games in this horizontal format, and you don't want to see this panel, I will show you a tip how you can use the edge without this handle. So we go again to the settings by tapping here this gear icon, and then we are going to this three dot menu to the handle settings, and here you make the size, so let's say the biggest one, and or you can also leave it like there if you know where the handle is. And we will make the transparency, we will slide that to all the way up so that it will be completely transparent, and you will see that now the handle is transparent, and now you have a really clean look of both of your edge sides. So now you know where the edge panel is, or because it's now bigger, you have more space to slide it in. So this is really useful. And also what you can change in the settings for the edge panel is that you can disable the vibration. So if you swipe or if you tap this edge, this handle, it always vibrates a little bit to give you haptic feedback if this is tapped, and you can disable this. So if you don't like the small vibration, but I like it, so you know also if you are touching it without noticing it. Also this is really useful if you have these settings that it's completely translucent here. So now I want to show you a last or two last things you can make, or what you can do with the edge of your Galaxy device. So the last things I want to show you are found in the display section. So we go first to display, then we go to edge screen, then to edge feeds. So the edge feeds here you can select, and you will see some edge feed things here. So a briefing feed, which will show you missed notifications on your device. Then finance, for example, from Yahoo, and sports also from Yahoo. So these are the basic ones. But of course also here you have the option to download apps for the edge feed. So for example, you can download an RSS feed or a CNN news stream, an edge flashlight, but you can see the amount of limited or free apps is really limited. So there are just free feeds apps here for your Galaxy, and the rest is paid. So when you lock the screen, And you can do this on both edge sides. So if you are swiping down and to the top fast, you will see that it opens up the edge feed. So here you could see the missed notifications, and here you can see, for example, the results of your, or you can see your favorite stocks and the result of your favorite sports team. So this is, for example, this could be useful if your Galaxy device is laying down on the table and then you just want to check what your notifications you have, but of course you have the option to see the notifications over the always on display. And of course, forgot to mention, you have also the edge lighting, so if it lays down, that on the side there will be lighting effect when someone calls you. And the really last thing is the night clock. So when the always on display is turned off, or the time for the always on display is not active, you can have the night clock, which gives you basic informations like the clock. So I don't know if we can see it because it's really not that bright. So you will see the clock, the date, and if you have set an alarm, and the battery percentage of your battery states. So that's it in this video. So this was how you can make the edges of your Galaxy device not just a gimmick or a design thing, so how you can use it to get the most of your productive day-to-day usage with your Galaxy phone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you are new here. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I hope that you will be soon back on this channel. Bye everyone.